Hey, brother teacher again. I want to let you know that the first part of self-defense is always verbal and positioning. So when you feel like someone is going to attack you or it's going to escalate, whatever the situation may be or circumstance, you feel like it's going to escalate to some point of physical contact, you want to always try to defend yourself verbally first. You say, "I don't want any trouble, sir. Please don't hit me. I don't want any trouble. I'll leave." You see how I'm holding my hands. I keep my arms closer into the body, still using hand language, okay? That way I'm still protective and it looks defensive as opposed to aggressive. I'm going to hit you, this kind of thing. And it saves you a whole lot of headache if you had to peradventure go to court and defend yourself if you injured that other party. And when you have witnesses around, hopefully those witnesses will support you and say that he tried to tell the guy that he didn't want to fight and the guy swung on him or her, whatever the case may be. So the first thing you want to say, "I don't want any trouble." "No, sir, I apologize if I've done anything to hurt you. I apologize. I don't want any trouble. Please, sir, don't hit me. Don't hurt me, okay?" All right. That's the first thing you do. If you cannot avoid that situation and you can't run, you can't escape it, you can't talk your way out of it, and you have to defend yourself, only do enough to stop the aggression. You don't have to go any further. Sometimes men and women, sometimes their ego get in the way. And once they have subdued the person, they continue to pounce on the individual and to injure them even further. That could work against you in the court system. So you must understand it works pretty similar to the police department and how they're trained. You stop the aggression. Once the aggression has stopped, you stop. You have different types of force. You have force that can control an individual. Then you have force that can cripple or maim, and then you have maximum force that can potentially kill an individual. So you are placed in that situation based on how that person or individual group of people present themselves to you. So if it requires you be on the level of 10 in terms of force, then take it to a 10 or 11 if you have to be there. But hopefully that doesn't happen to any of us. But we live in a very crazy and a very violent world. But if it's on the level of a 1 up to a 5 in terms of aggression and force against your personal self, I should say, then you want to match that same force by 1 or 2 degrees higher to become the victor in most instances. So, as I said before, I don't want any trouble. No, sir, you watch their body language. You keep your hands in front of you, not as if you're going to punch them or attack them in some sort of way, because that, again, can work against you in the so-called legal system. So I don't want any trouble. Your hands should never be this far apart from your body because you have better control inside your body. Your hands should be here. So if I'm facing Bob the dummy here, I don't want any trouble. I present my palms to him as if, I'm surrendering. So I don't want any trouble, sir. Please don't do anything. No, sir, I'm sorry if I've done anything to hurt you. That is the way you approach a situation from a self-defense standpoint first. It's always verbal. If, again, that individual were to attack you, then you do just enough to stop the aggression. Once you stop the aggression, it is advisable to leave the situation. Call the necessary authorities if you have to, and that's pretty much it. So if you have any further questions concerning this segment of Strauss jinen-do martial arts system training, please leave your comments in the comment section below, and of course, I'm going to get back with you and respond to that. I love you, and God love you. So long.